Previously, we discussed Elon Musk's journey from South Africa to America, the struggles that he faced growing up. Currently, Elon owns multiple businesses. He is a business magnate and investor. He is the founder, CEO, and chief engineer of SpaceX. Angel investor, CEO and product architect of Tesla. Owner and CEO of Twitter. Founder of The Boring Company. Co-founder of Neuralink and OpenAI. And president of the philanthropic Musk Foundation. With an estimated net worth of around $192 billion as of March 27, 2023. Musk is the second wealthiest person in the world. But where did all this start? How did he become the world's wealthiest man? What shaped him to become the man we know of today? To know this, we have to go back in time where it all started. Let's look at Elon's journey as an entrepreneur. It all started when he applied for a job at Netscape.
I tried to get a job at Netscape and sent my resume in, and I tried hanging out in the lobby, but I was too shy to talk to anyone. And then I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll have to start a company because I can't get a job anywhere.
In 1995, Elon, his brother Kimball, and Greg Kouri founded Zip2 after acquiring a disk containing a business directory. This was the first enterprise founded by Elon Musk. Musk conceived the idea of making it possible for computer users to find local businesses at a time when computers were not yet used mostly. The company developed an internet city guide with maps, directions, and yellow pages, and marketed it to newspapers. Musk described the company's mission by saying that everyone will be able to find the closest pizza parlor and to be able to figure out how to get there. They worked at a small rented office in Palo Alto, Musk coding the website every night. Musk and his partners lived in their office and slept on a couch to keep expenses low.
When my brother and I were starting our first company, instead of getting an apartment, we just rented a small office and we slept on the couch. And we showered at the YMCA, and we're so hot up we had just one computer, so the website was up during the day and I was coding at night. 7 days a week, all the time.
Eventually, Zip2 obtained contracts with the New York Times and the Chicago Tribune. The brothers persuaded the board of directors to abandon a merger with CitySearch. However, Musk's attempts to become CEO were thwarted. Compaq acquired Zip2 for $307 million in cash in February 1999, and Musk received $22 million for his 7% share. Zip2 became a unit of the search engine Alta Vista, which Compaq had recently acquired. Zip2's online city guides added local breadth to Alta Vista's features. Later in 1999, Musk co-founded X.com, an online financial services and email payment company.
So this is an ATM. What we're going to do is transform the traditional banking industry.
X.com was one of the first federally insured online banks, and over 200,000 customers joined in its initial months of operation.
X.com, this is Julie.
I've sunk the great majority of my net worth into X.com, which is the new banking and mutual funds company on the internet that I've started.
Big X.
Exactly. X.com.
I think X.com could absolutely be a multi-billion-dollar bonanza. Because if you look at the industry that X is pursuing, it's the biggest sector of the world economy.
Even though Musk founded the company, investors regarded him as inexperienced and replaced him with Intuit CEO Bill Harris by the end of the year. In 2000, X.com merged with online bank Confinity to avoid competition, as Confinity's money transfer service PayPal was more popular than X.com's service. Musk then returned as CEO of the merged company. His preference for Microsoft over Unix-based software caused a rift among the company's employees. and led Peter Thiel, Confinity's founder, to resign. With the company suffering from compounding technological issues and the lack of a cohesive business model, the board ousted Musk and replaced him with Thiel in September 2000. Under Thiel, the company focused on the money transfer service and was renamed PayPal in 2001.
You know, I think it's not a good idea to leave the office when there are like a lot of major things underway which are causing people a great deal of stress. But it was a combination of needing to raise money, and I'd gotten married earlier that year and not had any vacation or honeymoon or anything, so it was kind of a combined financing trip / honeymoon. And anyway, we were away for 2 weeks, and there was just so much, there was just a lot of worry, and that caused the management team to decide that I wasn't the right guy to run the company. And so the board was like, you know, geez, what do we do? So basically, I could have fought it really hard, but instead I said, you know, rather than fight it at this critical time, best to sort of concede. Well, I didn't agree with their conclusion. I understood why they took the action they did, and they're not, you know, Peter and Max and David and the other guys. I mean, they're smart people. With generally the right motivations. They did what they thought was right, and I think for the right reasons. I mean, except that the reasons weren't valid, in my opinion. But it's hard to argue with the ultimate outcome, which is positive. You know, I just thought, you know, it's just easy to be better and just hate them forever. But you know, it's best the right better course of action is to turn the other cheek and sort of you know make the relationship good, and it was, you know, but I put a lot of effort into sort of making things good, and then actually recently the Founders Fund, which is comprised primarily of ex-PayPal people, including Peter, who replaced me as CEO, invested in SpaceX, and I invested in Peter's things before that.
In 2002, PayPal was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion in stock, of which Musk, the largest shareholder with 11.72% of shares, received $175.8 million. In 2017, more than 15 years later, Musk purchased the X.com domain from PayPal for its sentimental value. In 2022, Musk discussed a goal of creating X, the Everything app. Selling his PayPal shares became the stepping stone for Elon Musk, as he later started two of the most popular and influential companies that shaped him to be the man we all know of today. Join us on the exciting journey of this man.